Hi everyone, we are Mike and Mark, and we host a channel called Video Game Weekend on Twitch. This show is a weekly podcast where we'll revisit some of the topics that came up on the previous week's livestream. You can find livestream videos on demand on our Twitch and YouTube pages, as well as condensed audio-only versions on various podcast platforms. Just search for Video Game Weekend. And as always, we would like to cordially invite you to come hang out with us during our live streams Monday and Friday nights over at twitch.tv/videogameweekend, where we typically start around 10:30 Eastern Time.
Video Game Weekend, 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 Video Game Weekend. Podcast. 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 Whew. Man, my back
Feel
is
that
burning from that.
I got it in my arms.
Yep. Your tries.
Right in here.
Yep.
Right in there. Yep.
Right under
I'm
there.
getting ripped, dude.
Between your elbows and your armpits.
I didn't know when we started streaming that I was also going to be getting ripped at the same time.
Yep.
Just going to put that out.
Yep.
And, we'll see. We'll see if it keeps going.
We're getting ripped because when we do the podcast chant now, we do some hard rowing while we're doing it.
Some big rows.
Big rows.
We were...
And by rows, we mean rowing a boat.
We came into this podcast on our imaginary rowboat.
Yeah.
Just so I forget that there might not be video of this.
Yeah.
So
there probably won't be.
We rode in.
We rode in.
Not on a horse.
I rode W-E-D. We rode in.
There's no riding here. It's just rowing.
And I'm glad you said imaginary because it is imaginary. But if you can imagine it, you can make it true.
Looks pretty cool.
Maybe one day we will row into this podcast.
Let's talk about the row real quick, because last night we were rowing. We were chanting and rowing, and it was a fun little what would you call it? Not I don't know, what would you call it?
I would call
different than what we normally do.
I would call it a little bit.
It was a fun little bit.
It was a fun little bit.
It was a nice St. Paddy's Day Irish bit.
We were calling it the St. Paddy's Day rowing. We're rowing for St. Paddy's Day. And the reason for that was because the Irish Olympic team has always excelled in the Olympics in rowing.
This is maybe true.
That was our bit. We have no idea if that's true or not. I would guess.
We don't know.
I would guess it's not true.
Probably not true.
But you prove us wrong, you fact checkers.
Yeah. We're not gonna fact check. We're not here to fact check ourselves.
No, we're here to be funny.
Anyway, yeah, I was a big fan of the row. People, they're like, "What are you doing? Why are you doing that?" And we're like, "Why not?
Why not?
We can do whatever we want."
You know,
I love it.
Yeah, we row, we chant, we podcast, and we stream.
We podcast. I feel like we're off to a great start.
It's really smooth.
Okay, so just real quick, how did the row come about?
Yeah.
Were we planning it for weeks, months, years?
Yeah.
Did we have it in our back pocket from last St. Paddy's Day?
Yeah. Were we thinking about this for a super long time, similar to Dry Dogs?
Similar to Dry Dogs, yeah. Mark had, a couple months of Dry Dog action before it made it into the live content?
It was locked up in the safe. I'd bring it out every once in a while to talk to people about it, but it was locked up in the safe.
We like to take our material, run it by people, kind of like a pre-screening kind of thing.
Yep.
A pre-show, pre-screen.
Yeah.
We take the feedback, hone the craft.
Yeah.
Make sure it's ready for prime time.
Yeah.
Before we unleash it.
I test mine on at work a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. We don't just come in here with a random idea or random thought.
No.
And just
we're professionals.
That's just
okay.
That wouldn't be very professional.
No. We're professionals.
So
we do this.
So let's give
because we need money.
Please help us.
Please help us.
Let's give the full 3.5-year story of the row.
Yeah.
Last night, we hit record or start streaming. We hit start streaming.
Yeah.
And if you've ever been there at the start of the show or the start of the stream, we have a little intro.
Yeah.
Same song that we play for the beginning of the podcast.
Reminds me of like being backstage and like someone's about to introduce you, and then when they say your name, you run out and you're like, hey, oh, hey.
Yep. I like to, because we have a little curtain action on the stream, I like to pretend we're behind the curtain.
Yeah.
The curtain raises when it's go time. So yeah, take that little behind the curtain action to get pumped up, right?
Yep.
Do some ninja chops.
Yep.
Some karate chops.
Ooh.
Some punches.
Yep. It might have been from the punch, huh?
It was.
Punch is similar to a row.
I think I was doing a two-handed punch.
Double punch, yeah.
Which then turned into a rowing action.
Double punch is a classic Arnold Schwarzenegger commando punch. In the movie, he's in the mall and he's fighting off a bunch of dudes, and then one dude starts running up on him and he just double punches him and takes him out.
Double punch. So the row just came from the backstage shenanigans.
Just felt it.
Turned it into chants because we chanted right away, maybe.
Yeah.
From there, a row was born.
A row was born. And from there, a child was born, and their name was Row.
How about Rowan?
Rowan, yeah. Rowan, we called him Rowan Atkinson, i.e. Mr. Bean. Oh, man.
So who knows? Who knows if the row is going to make a comeback? I'm sure it will make a comeback.
At least for the next
year or two.
I was going to say at least the next stream. I don't know about a year or two. We'll see.
Don't know how much rowing we'll do, but we definitely got our rowing in last night.
I mean, depends how far we go with it. The whole dry dogs thing, I didn't really know how long that would last, and I had way other things planned for it, and everyone just took to it like immediately, and now it's like a part of our brand.
Yep.
We got shout outs, we got emotes now, we got everything.
Well, we were blimping hard for a long time.
Yeah.
And I think it's just a natural progression, right?
Yeah.
It's like we're still blimping hard.
Yeah.
We're just not blimping as hard, or it may be as much, because now we're dry dogging super hard.
Yeah. It's just another vehicle in the fleet, really.
Yeah. It's a natural progression.
Natural progression. Our business is expanding.
Mm-hmm. When you got the funds, dude, you got to spend them.
Only on the hot dog zone. No condiments.
Yeah, right? Well, that's why we got so much extra cash. Ain't spending it on those unnecessary condiments.
Nope.
That's where they get you.
That's where you break your bank right there, man.
So do you want to talk about last night's stream for a little bit?
Sure. We started It Takes Two, which we've gotten a lot of great feedback about, of it being such a great game. And it's a multiplayer game. And Mike, have you played it before?
Yes. I took that as an opportunity to pretend like we didn't already discuss if we were going to talk about this game.
Yeah.
You know, kind of, it reminded me of something that maybe happened last week where I asked you a question and you threw me a curveball answer.
I said it.
You know, for the sake of the podcast.
I asked the question, and as I was asking it, I was thinking, what's he going to do here? What's his next move? Is he going to move that horse out, or is he going to move his bishop out?
The only reason I wanted to was for the callback.
Yeah.
I did not want to lie about it being my first time, especially because we did say it last night too. Like, it's already out there. It's not my complete first time.
Yeah.
It's our first-ish time.
First-ish.
I played some of it. I don't know if I've made it to the halfway point in the game.
You've made it farther than where we ended last night?
I have made it farther. While I don't fully remember everything we did last night, I do remember there's a certain part that I remember kind of getting to that I thought was pretty cool. Mm-hmm. So I can't even give you the details on it.
Don't spoil it.
It's just I'm going to know it when I get there.
Oh, like you don't even know it.
Yeah, I'm like, I think it was a boss. I'm like, once we start playing that boss, we like, oh, yeah, this is the one I was thinking of.
Yep.
So Mark's first time.
Yep.
my second time, but I'd never completed the game. So there will be moments where, we get to somewhere that haven't seen it before.
Okay. Yeah, that's my first time through. It's our first time together through. And first impressions, it reminded me of the movie Honey, We Shrunk Ourselves.
Totally.
Because the family is immediately turned into, or the mom and dad are immediately turned into these little dolls. And I guess I won't go into spoilers or anything, but that's just no, not of the movie.
Oh, let's say of the 30-year-old movie.
Yeah. Hey, I won't go into spoilers on Honey, I Shrunk Ourselves, but
if you want to, I think that the moment has passed on. You might run into a spoiler on It Takes Two.
Okay.
I don't know when it came out, but it's been out for a while.
Yeah. And plus that developer's next game just came out, so it's probably pretty fresh for everyone.
Yeah, that's true too. Maybe some other people will be picking it up now too, just to play that.
Yeah.
Play that first one, kind of like we're doing.
But also the story is really heavy.
It's a heavy story.
Yeah, it's about a mom and dad that are not doing very good in their marriage, and they're talking about getting a divorce, and then all this stuff happens, and they have to work together to try and get back to their daughter, which is pretty.
You summed it up
pretty wild,
perfectly.
Yeah, right?
Beautifully.
Thank you.
Because I was gonna say, I pretty much tuned out most of the story. I don't know why, but I was just like, I just don't really care right now. But I did know the gist of it, like you said there, but you summed it up very nicely.
Yeah, thank you. It kind of reminded me of Ori in that sense a little bit. Ori is kind of a heavy plot.
Ori is deep, man.
Ori's deep.
Ori is deep.
Oh, man. We're talking about Ori and the Blind Forest.
I loved Ori.
Yeah, man, just the events that happen in the beginning of that game just set the tone for the whole game, and
it's so sad, man.
It's sad.
It's so sad.
Yeah. But this is sad too.
Yeah, that one's way sadder. That one hit me harder.
It's sadder because
it's
you can't relate to it because it's monsters or fantasy, but it's very real things that are happening. You're
still emotional. You feel that emotion.
Emotional. Yep.
And that's what I was gonna say too. Why I find it interesting, because it's a beautiful game, art wise, but for lack of better words, it's not even realistic, right? It's kind of, we'll say, just cartoony, or animated. I don't know. And they're not human characters; they're their own made up characters, monsters, if you will. Yeah. And still hits.
It hits super hard. Yeah.
You can't mask emotion.
You can't.
That's my takeaway.
It doesn't matter if it's not of this world. It's the emotion's there.
Emotion's there.
It's a universal language.
Exactly.
Love is the universal language, man.
Yeah, you feel that. I don't care who you are. Everyone feels it. Bringing it back to It Takes Two, yeah.
Yeah, as far as the game goes and the playing and the mechanics and stuff, I thought it was really good.
A lot of fun.
The actual gameplay kind of reminds me of Portal and how you have to work together.
Yeah.
And you each have your own tasks to kind of get through the level.
It's great in that regard. Your bosses, you're on the same plane or same area, dodging stuff, but then to attack, there's a moment where, all right, we got to split up.
Yep.
One person does one thing, the other person does the other.
Yep.
And so far, you've had to work together or in tandem. In order for someone to shoot something, the other person has to suck up that ammunition.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, just the game. Split screen, cool.
Yep.
Puzzle solving together.
Yep.
And still pretty action-y, Yeah.
There's
not a lot of downtime.
It was a lot more stressful than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was more of a puzzler. And that's kind of what Portal is. I think Portal was a lot less stressful than this game already.
Sure.
But this game requires really fast, kind of precise movements that are, and some of them are even time sensitive,
Yeah, be quick.
That wire part where you have to hit the switch and then grab onto the wires and then move to the next one and then move to the next one.
I wasn't quick enough.
You just didn't
took us a while.
Didn't have it figured out, dude.
Didn't have it figured out. I was trying to jump when I just needed to sprint.
Just needed to sprint.
I was trying to jump an obstacle when I just needed to run around it.
Well, we kind of lost the trust of the sprint after I started sprinting, and then I just couldn't stop sprinting.
I was having trouble with the double jump.
You were,
so I don't know why I was still even trying to jump right there. I should have went sprint first and foremost.
Yeah, we were definitely having trouble last night with that, with the game.
Double jump definitely broken.
Yeah,
not in the game, on my controller or game, like my setup. Not blaming the game at all.
Yeah, our setup was definitely.
But I'm definitely blaming something.
I'm blaming something. Okay, it wasn't our fault. We're great.
Yeah, I mean it might have been our fault, but not really. Just a little bit.
You think it was our fault?
No, it was our fault maybe in the setup of how we were playing.
Yeah, I think I
was pressing those buttons perfectly.
I think our setup was the thing that was, malfunctioning, because it was definitely choppy for me, and it's
definitely the reason for your sprinting out of control.
And my friggin' controller wouldn't stay connected. My controller we had to keep resetting Parsec in order to reset my controller. And did it like, I don't know, 20 times last night during the stream.
Never had that problem before.
We've never had that problem. I know
what it was, but because I think after that last time I switched it, when I said I made a change.
Yeah.
I don't think it disconnected after that.
Oh, really? What'd you do?
Yeah. There's a setting for like what controller you want to use or what controller you want to emulate, like an Xbox 360 controller or a PS4 controller. And I had set it to PS4 when we were having trouble playing NHL the last time we tried to play Gretzky. Remember the 64 controller was not working right?
Yep.
So I flipped it to the PS4 and then, hey, we're playing Xbox. Maybe an Xbox controller would be better in this situation.
Sure.
And so I think that was probably it.
Okay. Man, so many things to think about when we're streaming. It's a complicated game we play. The path we walk is full of rocks and obstacles.
Anything else you want to say on It Takes Two?
I don't know if it was just because of the choppiness or the tech issues that we're having, but it was a lot more difficult than I thought it would be. Also, it's definitely a challenging game.
We are going to find out on Friday.
Yeah.
So if anyone's around Friday, March 21st, we're going to play the way you're meant to play the game. So assuming that works well, any issues are on our skill.
Yeah.
Henceforth.
Before, you weren't allowed to make fun of us because we were having some tech issues. But if we still suck on Friday, you can just tear into us.
You can just tell us. You can tell us straight up. So if I may advance the conversation.
Yes.
To our next topic of discussion.
Yes.
This one is going to be an interesting one for me.
Okay.
And I'm excited for it. Hey, Mark.
Yeah.
Mark.
Yeah.
What do you got for us?
So, my partner and I, Kate, we just moved. Since it's very stressful and we live in an even bigger city now, we decided that we are going to go to the bathhouse once a month. So, we were going to go this weekend. We were planning on going Saturday, and I had to work Saturday morning. So that means I was streaming Friday night until, I think we streamed till 12:30 that night.
That was the Mario Party night. Yeah, I think it was at least 12:30.
I think it was at least 12:30.
I'm pretty sure when you left, we were assuming or under the impression like, dude's getting up in 2 hours.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was.
So on Saturday morning, I had to work at 5 a.m., which I get up around 3:30 a.m. So that would give me like 2 to 3 hours of sleep, which is not good. And I actually have seen a lot of Instagram news. Whatever. Take that with a grain of take Instagram news with a grain of salt. But
what kind of news?
There's some studies that fed me, one of the accounts that I follow, that getting less than 5 hours of sleep a night is pretty much the same as being drunk. And that has to do with, and then I'm at work working with knives and saws and grinders and
Do you have
stuff.
pics of any knife issues?
No, I never.
Knife incidents?
I never cut myself at work from knives. I just slam my hands on things or pinch my fingers, or they're always really stupid. And it's probably because I get 2 hours of sleep sometimes.
I want to already debunk that news, though.
Yeah,
Because when I'm drunk, I have a way better time
that's very
than
true.
when I'm just lack of sleep.
It's very true. I agree. And I don't care as much.
I get very irritated when I'm tired.
Agreed.
Very irritated, annoyed, just cranky.
Yeah.
Just cranky in general.
You're a great time when you're
that's-
drunk.
Yeah, I'm a great time.
It's a great time.
Right?
Take it from me, guys.
Man.
He's a great time when he's drunk.
Hey, Mark, that's one of the nicest things you've ever said to me. Thanks, dude.
Hey, Mike. You're welcome, bud. So I went to work, got up, went to work, very tired the whole day, per usual. I always think I'm getting used to it, but I never am.
It's not like you like it or you're like fine with it. You just like whatever, you put up with
Just got to do it, you know?
it. What else are you going to do?
Sleep, probably.
Oversleep, I guess. Sleep in.
Could sleep in.
Get docked.
Yeah, I try not to do that as much as possible. I try to work as best as I can in sacrifice of myself most of the time.
I love this. I mean, I know that sucks, but also knowing that you, before you moved, how many days were you you got into a little bit of a problem or no?
For what? What are you talking about?
Just be it like sleeping in, being late
Oh,
for
yeah,
work
yeah.
kind of thing.
I never got written up for it.
Okay.
But
it happened more than once.
I
right?
definitely could have been multiple times, and it never happened.
See, and I love that because it's because of the stream, right? Like you want to stream. Yeah.
It's definitely because of that.
And I definitely put things on the back burner or care about things less because of the stream as well.
Yeah.
It's like I want to stream.
Yeah.
The streaming's the fun part. If that means less sleep, so be it.
Yeah.
If that means something else, whatever.
I would rather sacrifice my time and energy for the stream in which I get paid nothing for and
Yeah. Right.
and basically get nothing. Well, no, that's not true. I don't get nothing out of it. I get mental health and friendship out of it.
It's just fun. Yeah.
It's fun.
It's a fun hobby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As
Were you gonna roll at work?
As opposed
Don't
to,
think so.
as opposed to not caring about my job, which I literally support myself with.
You care the right amount.
I care the right amount.
If you do start cutting yourself, like cutting fingers off or having accidents like that in the workplace, then maybe we'll reevaluate.
Yeah.
But as long as you're not like damaging your own body, aside from the lack of sleep.
Let's not even say one finger. Let's say multiple fingers.
Right, because anyone can cut one finger.
If I nip one off, I'm fine, okay?
Like tape
it up.
You might nip one off after like
day.
10 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
You
right?
know?
Right?
Things happen.
Might do that at home. I might fall down on the street and nip one off. Who knows?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Maybe riding a skateboard to work. Who knows?
Oh, done with that game.
Who knows?
38-year-old Mark's not skateboarding to work anymore. I am biking now, though, so that's a whole nother thing.
Ooh. You got a helmet?
Yep.
Good.
Mike looks so seriously at me when he asked that.
Dude, it's so funny, like, how helmets were not cool when we were kids.
Yep.
And it was just the normal thing to not wear a helmet.
Yep.
And I feel like it's totally shifted. The message has gotten out.
Yeah.
Wear a helmet.
Wear a helmet.
And, like, yeah, I wear a helmet when I bike. I make my kids wear helmets. For them, it's not even like a second thought. It's they're going to ride their bike. They go grab their helmet, you know?
Nice.
Yeah. And I feel like that's how it is pretty much for most people these days. So anyway,
So I'm halfway
you
through
have a
work.
story
So
going here.
I'm halfway through work, and I'm thinking to myself, man, I don't want to go to the spa tonight. I don't want to go to the bathhouse tonight. I'm too tired. I gotta take a nap. And then the second I said that to myself, that was like my internal thought. I'm like, oh man, am I really going to be too tired to go to the bathhouse and relax? Am I too tired to go sit in hot water with my thoughts and just relax? And I'm like, oh man. And then I started to feel bad about it. And I'm like, I can't do this. I can't skip out on relaxing just because I'm too tired for it. That's not like, what's the point, man?
That's crazy. I hear you, dude. When you're just that tired, you just want to sleep.
I just didn't want to do.
I get it.
I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to.
Yeah.
We live in the city, like I said, and I live in an apartment, and our apartment doesn't have parking, and it's really expensive around us. It's like $200 a month for parking. So we found a lot a little bit away from us that's only $75 a month, but we have to take a bus to get to it. So we'd have to get ready. I'd have to take the bus. We'd have to go get the car and then drive the car all the way to the place, which is like 20 minutes away, and then start relaxing.
Yeah, that's an even bigger thing. I didn't even think of that. I was just thinking, like, when you just want to be at home sleeping or, just laying down, whatever.
I mean,
you just don't want to be around other people or other. Now, granted, the distractions are probably minimal, but you're still out of your main comfort zone.
Out of my main comfort zone, correct. And so I started talking to my work buddy about it, and I'm like, "Oh man, I'm too tired." And he's like, "Why?"
Hey, buddy, I'm too tired.
I'm too tired. I like basically had the same conversation with him because I
trying it out there.
I test out all my bits at work.
Gotta test it out.
And I thought about it as I was telling it to him. I'm like, oh, this would be kind of good for the podcast.
Are you telling them with like a little notebook in hand so you can write down reactions or, oh, it hit here?
I wasn't.
Maybe cut this line.
I wasn't. I've thought about that before, and I think I have done that before, like for the stream or like some other thing I was working on. But I've gotten to the point where if I do something like that, I'll just like say it over and over in my head until I can break away and write it down on my phone or something. I don't have a notebook.
Good.
I don't have a notebook handy. I will be judged.
So good.
People will think I'm like spying on them or something.
That's what I wanted.
Yeah.
I wanted that. Be like, what's this guy thinking? Why do you have this notebook? Why do you keep writing stuff down?
Yeah.
You say a line and then you start writing stuff in your notebook.
Yeah. It takes away from life too. I don't want to live my life like that.
Yeah, I want to live. That's worse than being on your phone 24/7.
I remember for a little bit, I think this was in college actually. I was working. What was I working on? I think I had an idea for like a sitcom or something, or wanted to do something funny. And the people we were around would like say stuff that was really funny, and I wanted to write it down, and I started carrying a notebook with me. And somebody did notice me when I was writing it down. They're like, "Hey, what are you doing?" I'm like, "Oh, I thought that was funny. I'm writing it down." They're like, "All right, weirdo."
They didn't talk to me
so
anymore.
I stopped doing that. I stopped doing that. That was weird. They didn't like the way it felt. I didn't like the way it felt. I'm out.
It reminds me, it's very creeperish. It reminds me of the Seinfeld episode when Kramer is trying to like understand how to take quicker showers.
Oh yeah.
Like
okay.
he would take like an hour-long shower or whatever, and he goes to the gym to watch people shower.
Oh,
so
really?
He's in like his jacket and pants with a little notepad
in the shower,
just watching people, and someone screams at him like, "Hey, what are you doing?" He's like, "Oh, I got my eye on you too, but this guy's really showing me something." He's just scribbling stuff down in his notepad.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's basically it. It's pretty creepy, I think. You don't think about it until you get called out on it, you know? I feel for Kramer.
No, I'm pretty sure I would have thought about it.
Yeah, well.
I'm just writing down what people say in like this group of friends I'm with.
Yeah.
No big deal. Nothing to see here.
No big deal. They get used to it after a while, right?
Yeah. Now, if you maybe told them ahead of time, like, this is what you're doing, just like, hey, I'm, cooking up an idea for a sitcom. Do you guys mind if I just write some funny stuff down?
Let me write it down.
But I feel like if you did that, you might not get that natural.
You take the piss out of it.
That natural conversation. Yep.
Yep. I don't like that. Then it's like a photographer. Like it's like them staging or taking candid photos, and it's way different.
I guess the only option is you got to just go in with a tape recorder.
Or
maybe keep it hidden,
or you just improve your memory. Prove your memory.
You ain't gonna do that with lack of sleep, Mark.
Well, get some sleep then.
You gonna get some sleep?
I wish I could.
Yeah, we're giving up on sleep. We're not getting more sleep, so we got to come up with the alternative methods here.
Just got to quit my job and start podcasting full time.
There you go. There's an alternative.
The good thing is that there's really not that many podcasts out there.
No, right. I think we're
kind of cornering the market on this.
It's a little niche, right?
Little niche. Yeah.
I think we're out. I think, odds are in our favor.
Odds are in our favor. Yep. There's not millions and millions of podcasts out there at this point. Oh, man.
It's not like any two idiots can just have a podcast.
No.
You got to be vetted. You got to
thousands of dollars worth of equipment, a whole team,
teams, management,
catering,
press secretaries, PR.
Wait,
are you the word I'm looking for?
Press secretary? Are you like the president?
No, I don't know, dude. I was looking for PR. Press secretary. PR for press secretary.
Yeah.
I took the PR out of the press.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's the first two letters of press, so you got it. It.
Also, dude, I'm trying to get that one up in the podcast area. So press secretary.
Yeah.
People aren't doing it. We are.
We're ahead of the game, baby. But back to the bathhouse.
So good.
I was like, oh man, I'm too tired to go to the bathhouse. Is that bad? And he's like, you could just take a nap in the pool. And I'm like, that's a great idea. That's awesome. Of course I could just take a nap in the pool. That'd be great.
Take a nap in the pool?
Yeah, you just like in the hot tub, just doze off. Why not?
I don't trust it.
Why not? What's going to happen?
You're going to wake up dead.
Well, you mean like drowning?
You could drown. Well, if you don't wake up.
I'm going to wake up.
You might think you're going to wake up.
As my head dips underwater, I'm going to wake up.
I mean, yeah, I would think. But you can't gamble with that. Now, maybe you could get a little neck floaty.
Ooh,
or like a head floaty.
I like that.
And it could double as a pillow.
Why don't they make neck floaties? That's a good idea, Mike.
Maybe they do.
They make the little arm ones. Like, make a neck one so I can sleep in the pool.
Write that down.
Like a little Brussels sprout coming out of the water.
Yeah. Could you imagine, dude, if you like walked into a hot tub and there's just a dude? I think usually they're kind of bigger, older, overweight dudes chilling in the hot tub.
Yeah.
If you had to stereotype who you're going to find in a hot tub.
This is a bathhouse too, so everyone's naked as well.
Even better. So you just walk in and there's that in the middle of the hot tub, asleep.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why he's in the middle, but his head is still just like floating above the water.
Yep. And then the Japanese get a hold of it and they start making really cute ones where it's like flower petals and your head's the like middle of the flower, or it's like a cute cat or something, and then it's got this old freaking fat old European guy with a little cat floaty.
Or maybe like a mini hot dog, looks kind of like a little cocktail weenie.
Ooh, I like that.
With little arms and legs nestled into a little baby bun.
Yeah. I would like one where it's like it looks like someone's choking you out. Mm-hmm. It's like an arm choking you out, and then there's like an angry little guy behind you. That'd be kind of funny. Hey, if anyone wants to make that, hit us up. Send us a prototype for our pool neck pillow.
Neck floaty pillow.
For sleeping in pools.
So have you relaxed since? Are you relaxed now?
Nope. even more stressed out probably. We didn't end up going. So the end of the story, we didn't end up going because on my walk home from work, there was so much traffic and people out because it was St. Patty's Day, or it was like St. Patty's Day weekend. So tons of people were drinking. The traffic was really bad. And I got home and I'm like, Kate, I don't think we should go out because of St. Patty's Day traffic. It's going to be a mess. The trains are going to be bad. The buses are going to be bad. Like, I don't think we should do this. So we're going this coming weekend.
I remembered you telling me you didn't end up going. And I forgot why. You did tell me why.
Mm-hmm.
But as you're telling me this story now, I thought it was going to conclude with the place was closed. Maybe that's what I was thinking, is closed because of St. Patty's Day. I don't know.
Nah.
But then I was wondering, did you end up going just to find out it was closed?
Oh, man.
Like the ultimate kick in the nuts.
That would have pissed me off so much. Or like got in a car accident on the way or something, or flat tire, or car broke down, something like that. That would suck so much.
So, Mark, now that you've moved, I noticed, or you sent me a picture of a pizza you were making tonight.
Yep.
I've actually had this question for quite some time.
Yeah.
Just like years in the back of my mind.
Yeah.
I come from a pretty cheese heavy area.
Yep.
And I just kind of wonder, like, what's cheese? I don't get out much. I don't travel much. Like, what's cheese like in other parts of the country? Any chance you're able to help me out with that?
Okay. So, Mike, over all this time, has been saying that his favorite cheese is mozzarella. Okay.
I love mozzarella cheese.
And I've basically been getting the same mozzarella for the last 10 years. Where in the other place, halfway, 1,000 miles west of here, I was living in that city, and I would get mozzarella cheese, and it tastes like absolutely nothing. It's just like white. It's just like a white block of nothing that's melty. So
got a good melt though.
This isn't the first. It did have. Well, I had a convection oven too, so it didn't really have a good melt. Okay. Just mozzarella was definitely lacking there, and I didn't understand it, and it made me think that mozzarella was not a very good cheese. So we would always like supplement with like cheddar or provolone or some other cheese. We would bring in other cheese from.
You're cheating on the mozzarella, basically.
I was cheating on Denver mozzarella. I was in Denver, and so I work at a certain grocery store, and they have a brand for their products. Like it's like Walmart is like Equate is their brand, and like Target is like Market Pantry or something. But my grocery store, they have a specific brand, and the same branded product, the mozzarella cheese in Denver, is much different than the one I get here. Like it's branded.
That's wild.
It branded exactly the same. It's the same size, but the actual cheese is way different. So the one in Denver was rubbery kind of, and it didn't have any flavor. And the one here has tons of flavor. And
a lot of flavor.
And it's like drier, so it like shreds better and it melts better.
This is very interesting.
Isn't that crazy?
Do you think it's a different, like maybe a regional distributor?
I honestly thought of it. Like tonight is when I noticed it. Like actually I had noticed it before but didn't really think about it at all. But tonight I actually thought about it. I'm like, yeah, this is totally different. It tastes. I think I took like a straight up bite of the cheese. I'm like, this almost tastes like provolone or cheddar or something. Like,
I'd liken it to provolone.
It's like really good. And immediately started Googling like cheese mozzarella distributors. Denver.
Immediately,
Denver.
I stopped the presses. I said, "Hold on, honey.
Yep.
Supper's getting put on the back burner.
Supper's getting put on the back burner, baby." I gotta look this shit up.
Immediately start Googling.
Immediately, dude. No joke. And it's pretty.
Called into work. I said, "Hey, I'm gonna be late.
This cheese, I gotta figure out this cheese." And I'm honestly not very successful at it. It's kind of hard to figure out where cheese came from within a company. In a grocery store, when they have their own brand, they probably get it from a bunch of different people, depending on where they are in the country or where they can get it from. They just take their product and then brand it under theirs, put it in their packaging, you know?
Right.
So I couldn't really find anything.
Do you still have like a friend at your old store that you could be like,
yeah.
hey, or check your label right now, see if there's like an address on there, like where it came from.
Oh, okay.
And then maybe just see if there is.
Can send me a
like,
picture?
Hey, can you snap
the
a
address?
picture of? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Now we got what are we on, 6 here?
It's a good call.
I think we just figured out podcast number 7.
Yeah. Good call, Mike.
Let's get to the bottom of this. Ooh, maybe an idea for a different time. If we could get them to ship you some of that cheese.
I don't want that
Do a
cheese.
straight up.
Cheese sucks.
Just a straight up taste test, a 1-for-1. Be like, yeah, there's nothing here. And then, bam, bursting with flavor.
Okay.
And maybe, dude, maybe they're just taking advantage of the market. Like, hey, maybe now you're in a more cheese enthusiastic area.
Yeah.
That they know, hey, we got to step our game up here if we want to sell any cheese. And out there, it's like, dude, nobody cares.
We can't be offering this freaking government cheese. We need to make some good cheese, man.
Yeah, government cheese.
Government cheese, dude.
Hey, Mark, you in the Midwest now. You get the good stuff here. This is something I thought of now, and it's been a topic that we've discussed plenty about onion rings.
Ooh, yeah.
When me and Mark had a video game weekend in Nebraska,
Ugh.
we went to a place that claimed to have the best onion rings in the state.
Best onion rings, at least in the city we were in, which was Omaha.
Well, yeah. So their claim to fame was best onion rings in, we'll just say, in Omaha. So we got them, and
Yep.
I don't know. I was kind of excited for them. I'm assuming you were too. Hey, best rings in the city, gonna be good.
When I see onion rings, I get excited. When I see best onion rings, I get real excited.
Yeah, like I'm excited to try it. I want to see where it ranks on my good/not good scale. I'm expecting it's gonna be good.
The place we were at was giving good onion ring vibes too. Like, it was like a towny bar. Like, you walk in and it just smells like burgers and fries and onion rings and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, look good.
Look good. So my scale is good, not good, right?
Yep, we learned that.
And ended up adding a new one for that night. Shit.
Shit.
They were terrible. I didn't even finish them. Like, they were that bad. What was up with them? I don't even remember what the deal was with them, like why they were different or why there was no flavor. I know that. There was no flavor.
If we're going to use the Mark criteria,
Please.
I would say those onion rings were breaded, and then in the fryer, all of the breading came off of them. And maybe they just put the greasy onion rings into the basket and then sprinkled the forgotten breading onto the top of it, because that's what it tastes like. It basically had no breading on it.
And all the flavor was, I don't know, that flavor was nowhere to be found.
There was nothing. It was just greasy onions. That's it.
Yeah, if you want to have a different take on onion rings, that's fine too. I'm okay with that. But, keep the flavor. Don't get rid of the flavor.
Yeah.
Like, if you're going to change it up, at least keep the flavor.
And it's got to be crispy. It's a fried onion ring, a deep fried onion ring. It was not crispy. It was just like a soggy ass onion.
Wasn't good.
It wasn't even in ring form. It's just onion lumps.
Yeah, can I get 2 orders of the onion lumps? So my point of why I brought this up, or why I thought of this, is maybe it's the same thing. Maybe onion rings maybe they don't know. Like, that's just what they know of onion rings. That's what they've been given their whole life.
They've only been making onion rings for 20 years, maybe, as opposed to, I don't know where a great onion ring state is, but
I'll say Midwest has some good onion rings.
I feel like Nebraska is Midwest, though.
That's true. Well, the wrong Midwest, I guess.
Yeah, they're a little satellite Midwest.
They're more like
Plains.
Midwest. The planes. And an onion ring is not something that I would expect. Like, at worst, I'd be like, it was all right. It's fine. Unless it's like burnt to crap. Like, if it's burnt, it's not going to be good. But so anyway, that was the point of that. Maybe it's just, maybe they were the best and every other restaurant has terrible onion rings too.
Man, that's not saying much if those were the best. You
No.
shouldn't be touting that.
No.
I'm thinking
I wanna
more
know.
that we got like someone did not know how to do it in back, and they did it, and they put it out, and nobody stopped them, and it got all the way to us. Because there was a lot of high school kids that were working there, high school and early high school. So they might have just
Don't care.
had some newbies or didn't care. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not in high school anymore, and most times I don't care either. So
Or maybe they thought
I
we
get
didn't
that.
fit in and they made the shitty ones for us.
I was wondering that too. Maybe it was just like, hey, they knew we were out of town, so
Yep.
it doesn't matter what we serve them. They're not coming back anyway.
Yeah. Fuck them.
But here we are today talking about them on a podcast
Yeah. With our 1 billion followers.
and don't even remember the name of the restaurant. So
We're going to bury you.
gonna bury them.
Just kidding. We're not going to bury you. We won't. We don't even know your
No,
name.
but there might be a 1-star review coming up. Who knows?
Ooh, I like that.
Or maybe we just gave it. Sounds more
Yeah.
like we just gave
I
it.
mean,
Yeah.
I think we should do a 1-star review for them and then read it out loud.
Let's do it.
Okay, Mike. Video game memory. Go.
Go. Video game memory. I'm gonna go. Ooh, this is an old one. I'm gonna say I'm like 4 years old in this memory.
Wow, that's young.
I don't have much of the memory, so we'll see where we go with it. But the memory I have is from a babysitter, and that's why I say I'm somewhere in the 4-year-old area.
Yeah,
because
at 5 you weren't being babysit anymore. You were a freaking
yeah, at 5 I
Man.
was in charge. I was the babysitter when I turned 5.
Yeah.
My babysitter, who was, I think she might have been friends with my mom, so
Mhm.
in my eyes was my mom's age. Full on adult, not like a teenager or anything. Also had kids. One of the
Okay.
kids was my age, so yeah, we'll say my mom's age. I just remember one day we watched her play, and we were into it. We wanted to do this. We watched her play The Legend of Zelda for
Ooh,
the NES.
yeah.
And that was the whole day. I was familiar with the game. We had the game growing up. I, being so young, never, didn't get very far or anything like that in the game
Yeah.
at that point in my life. So
So you had played the game before this?
I was familiar with the game.
Okay.
Yeah, as far as I know, I played it.
Had you watched your brother play it?
Probably.
Okay. Okay. So you've seen someone older than you play it already.
Probably. Yeah.
Okay.
And
Cool.
see, I don't have the memory of watching my brother. The other memory I have of that is I ended up at some point becoming the best Zelda player in our house. I have an older sister, older brother.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, I think the game just meant more to me.
I could see that.
We would always get to a part where we would just get stuck, right?
Yeah.
Do you remember that in video games? Like at
Oh,
some
yeah.
point you just get to a part and you don't know what to do. And then it's like, well, all right, I guess we're done.
Especially on a game like Zelda. That was a confusing game.
There's a part where you got to feed a guy meat. You buy meat in the game, and then you got to feed him meat to advance in the level. I think it's Dungeon 7. That might have been our stopping point. And then one day I just tossed some meat on him. Toss my meat on him.
Tossed your meat on him. God, Mike.
And then we just move on.
Consent first.
Anyway, back to this particular memory though. I remembered her saying she could beat the game. So when that became an option for like, what do you guys want to do today? Like, can we watch you play Zelda? Can you beat it today? Yeah.
I want to see you beat Zelda. Yeah.
Not in a cocky way, just in a excited way. Like, yeah, kid wanted to watch like their older person beat a game, be good at a game.
So good. I love that. Y'all
Yeah.
cozy on the couch together.
And I don't remember much about her playing other than she did not beat it in that sitting,
Okay.
but she definitely got farther than we ever got.
How long does it take you to beat Zelda now?
I think I timed it once, right? Was it like 2 hours?
I don't remember. 2 hours? Wow.
I can do it pretty good now. Maybe less.
How long do you think she was playing?
It was like an all day thing. I don't know how many breaks or like step aways being the adult and needing to take care of other things. like, you know, feeding us and stuff. But yeah, it was like, that's like what we did for that day.
Awesome. She probably loved it too, because she's probably so easy to take care of.
That's what I was thinking too. Like, man, like tonight, as I was thinking of it, like, man, be a babysitter and have, like, my kids don't even want to just watch me play games. I wish they did. Man, do I wish they did.
Oh man, yeah.
We got a boys' weekend coming up.
Ooh,
I'm pretty excited for it.
boys'
I
weekend.
think I'm gonna snack table it,
Yep.
and we're just gonna play games all day.
What's going on the snack table?
I don't know. Haven't gotten there yet, but like chips, juice boxes.
Oh, juice box is a good one. You should put him in a bowl with ice.
Bowl with ice. Okay.
Yeah, like keep them like they're a bunch of cold brewskis, but
Yep.
they're juice boxes instead, because it's boys' day, baby.
Yeah. Last boys' weekend, I don't remember when or like how long ago, but we did takeout for supper.
Nice.
I had a great time with it.
Hell yeah. That sounds great.
And now the gaming isn't quite as fun as when we're gaming, because they get pissed at each other, they argue with each other. So I'm hoping I can set them up on 2 separate TVs.
Ooh,
Like-
that's a good idea.
And then I'll play on my computer, and we'll just be gaming, snack tabling.
Just gaming separately, coming together at snack table.
Yeah. You know, we'll meet up at the snack table organically and be like, so what you working on?
It's like the water cooler.
Yeah.
It's like water cooler talk for video games.
Taking your straw at a little plastic sleeve, start tapping it, trying to jam it in the box. What you working on? Yeah. Oh, cool. Yeah, I got a little Mega Man 2 action going on over here.
Oh yeah. Can't get past Woodman. Sucks.
Woodman. Tough.
I don't know if that's Mega Man 2.
Mark,
Yeah.
video game memory. Go.
Okay, so mine is also about watching someone else play something when I was young. So we had a basement where our Nintendo and Super Nintendo were set up. But I remember always trying to, like, my brother is 5 years older than me. So he was already playing when I was still really young.
When you were still in the womb.
When I was wombing, he was probably already playing,
When you were rowing in the womb.
rowing my way out of there. I gotta watch my brother play Final Fantasy.
Look how much we're already making this row work.
So my brother would be playing video games downstairs in the basement, and like the stairs, you would go down the stairs and then you would take a left, and the couch would be right there facing the TV. So from the couch, the stairs were behind you, so you couldn't really see the stairs. So I would try, because he would have the door closed also to the basement. So I would try and open that door real quiet, sneak in there, and try to sneak down and watch him play, or sneak up on him and watch him play. And I remember like sitting on the top of the stairs, and there was like a post at the bottom of the basement, but you could see there was like an opening at the top of the stairs where you could see the TV and see him playing. So I would post up there for a little bit, and then I would start trying to sneak down, but he would catch me every time. And I thought I was being so quiet, but he would catch me every time, probably because the stairs were creaky and I was a child and probably loud and probably laughing too, I would guess.
Hey, now that the roles are reversed, you nailed it. That's exactly it.
Oh, yeah?
I remember sneaking as a kid, thinking I'm doing a great job, always getting caught.
Yep.
My kids are into sneaking right now.
Yep.
It's so blatantly obvious. It's not even like, oh, you almost got me that time. Like,
Almost got me.
they're not quiet. And then, like, if you got to go from like one obstacle to the other, remember, you think basically like if you didn't look at the other person, they didn't see you, right? So you try to just run, dive, probably just make a bunch of noise. And yeah, it's funny. It's funny remembering that, like, and now being in this position, like, yeah, not even close, but I play along.
That's cool that you have that perspective. And I think my brother did play along sometimes to it, but other times he's like, I hear you.
Yeah, right. Just
I'm
doesn't
like,
even
"Shit."
look away from the screen. I hear you.
But he was like, at least for me, I didn't really care about playing the game. I just wanted to watch him
Mhm.
play his RPGs, like Final Fantasy or Dragon Warrior or whatever he was playing. I was just into that. I just wanted to hang out and watch.
Think about how many times he probably said, "I hear you," when you weren't even there.
Oh, you think? I should ask him next time I see him.
So were you trying to sneak up to watch him, or were you like sneaking up to just like side game of playing a game of sneak?
I think I was just sneaking to sneak. I didn't want to like scare him or anything. I don't remember that.
Like if you wanted to just sit and watch, like you could have, right? Or did he not want?
Yeah.
And that's why you were trying to sneak, because he didn't want you there.
No, I don't remember him. I don't remember that anyways. I don't remember him not wanting me to watch or anything.
Cool.
It was just sneaking for sneak's sake.
Yeah, sneak to sneak.
Yeah, I was the youngest kid in the house, and there's a lot of action around. I got to sneak up.
I mean, I sneak today too. The kids aren't the only ones sneaking around this house.
Oh, you still sneaking?
I sneak up on them, and I'll get them sometimes. It's good.
Oh,
it's good.
You're a good sneaker, huh?
Maybe I always was a good sneaker, and they're just terrible.
Maybe that could be. I bet your little one's really bad at sneaking.
It's so funny.
Just a tank.
It's just so cute though. Like especially like because you don't have to look directly at them. Like you can out of the corner of your eye see it too, and just kind of like hopping along. Like, oh yeah, sneaking so good.
Well, one of the last times I came to your house, they immediately wanted to play hide and seek with me. So I went along with it. And I'm like, yeah, you can go. And I was counting off, and they're like, oh, you got to count to 100 or something like that. So I start counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 98, 99. They're like, no, you got to count all the way. I count, do it again. And I go downstairs because I heard them go downstairs and looking around, and I'm like, oh, I wonder where they could be. And all of a sudden I hear laughing, and I look over, and there's this like mat on top of your recliner, like moving from little kids underneath it laughing. So I'm like, oh no, I can't find him, and I just sit on it.
Classic adult move too, right?
Classic adult move, dude.
The more things change, the more they stay the same.
The oldest jokes work best.
But this is why we can't have video game weekends at my house when my kids are here. Because I don't get to play with Mark. They bogart Mark.
They do.
Mm-hmm.
They really like me.
Yeah.
They really like you too, though.
Oh, thanks, dude.
They really like video games too, so it's really hard to keep them away.
But yeah, they took an immediate liking to Mark.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened.
Usually they're pretty shy around new people. Like when they first met you, we'll say maybe not this year, but the year before. Mark brought cookies once for my older child, who was maybe 4 or 5 at that time.
4, I would say.
Probably 4, because it's been a while where he always says like, is he going to bring cookies? And this is when like I'd see Mark like once a year.
It's been multiple years since he's been saying that.
Yeah. More recently when you've come over, they just want to play with you, which is cool. I'm happy that the younger one too. Like the older one's always really excited. Now he just wants to tell me everything that he's doing. Yeah. But the younger one like wants to mess with me, you know. Wants to get in there. Well, yeah, they're great. Got some fun kiddos. So let's talk some Mario Kart.
So we've been playing a lot of Mario Kart 8 lately, and I have explained to Mike that it really stresses me out playing this game. And I was just wondering like why it stresses me out.
So you got the answer?
When we played it the other night, it was really fun.
On stream that night?
And on stream. Yeah. It was really fun. I didn't really care about winning at all.
Same.
So I think that took a ton of the stress out of it, because I wasn't like trying to catch up or trying to beat anyone, because everyone was already better than me. So I'm like, who cares?
Just here to
and like
have fun.
Having to watch the stream and all that. Yep. And like we said last time, like seeing people's names and like trying to hit them and trying to get up on them. It's more fun than stressful. But I've also been playing it a lot on my own lately, and I think it's because I don't know the courses at all. and I can see the lines that I have to do in order to be really fast or to take shortcuts or whatever.
Yeah.
I can see them on the track, but I just can't execute them. So it's really frustrating to me that I can see it, but I just can't physically do it, with the controller and the buttons and stuff. But now I've been playing it a lot more, and all that stress is already going away on like a normal basis because I've seen these tracks like multiple times now, and I know where everything is.
You've graduated to that 100cc now too, right?
I'm actually on 150 now.
Oh dang!
Yeah, all the hundreds are done.
Dang! You did all the aced all the 100, or did you just boost up to 150?
So on the main game, not including the DLC or the booster pack or whatever it's called. On the main game, I have all the 50cc GPs done 3 stars, and all the 100cc GPs done 3 stars.
Oh my gosh.
And honestly, on the 50 and the 100cc, I only lost on a cup. I didn't lose any on the 50cc. On the 100cc, like the special cup, I lost a few times. And like had to do, I think I did that one like 3 or 4 times. And then maybe one other one, but most of it was pretty easy.
So the 3-star at 2 means you played that Grand Prix 3 times, right? Like that cup?
No, it's first on every track.
Oh, that's what that is. Okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
If you get first on every track, you get 3 stars. If you get second on one of the tracks, or if you get not first on one of the tracks, then you get 2 stars, and it goes down from there. I'm not exactly sure.
Cool.
But definitely I got like 3 firsts and 1 second, and I only got 2 stars.
Gotcha. I thought it was, I'd seen it. Like, I think you get the gold trophy just for getting first overall. And then I thought, okay, if you do it again, then you get a star. And if you do it again, you get another. Like, I thought it was how many times you did it, basically. But, okay, cool. Good to know.
Yeah, you just got to ace them. Which sucks if the last level is hard, then you get all the way to the last level and you don't get first, and then you got to fucking do it all again. Which is frustrating and stressful.
That can be frustrating, no doubt.
And so this is where the stress comes in again. Like, I'm getting better at it, so I know the lines, but I'll get to that one point where either I get screwed over on items.
Yep.
Like spiky shell, lightning bolt, stars, red shells, like things put you behind, and you see people pass you like right at the end, and you're like, ah. Or you're heading into that last part not in first place, and you're trying your damnedest to take those good lines, and
you gotta
get all those boosts and e-slides and all these shortcuts.
You gotta get gutsy.
And you gotta get all those boxes so you can quickly hit that trigger to get that item, and then hopefully you get something that you can hit them.
Then you fall off the course or something and just blow it.
Yeah, basically it never works for me.
But what else are you gonna do?
It gets me hyped up, and then I get stressed, and then I start making mistakes, even though I'm trying to do it like really good. I would say 9 times out of 10 when I get to that point, I fail even harder.
So I've been playing more too. Not a lot yet. I want to play more. I definitely want to play more than I am because it is super fun. But I have been playing more. And then when we played the other night with Kinetics, just the 3 of us, I'll say I felt like you were a lot better. And even just from that night to when we first played it on stream, I felt like I was a lot better too.
Okay.
So I was actually kind of surprised you were keeping up with me for a lot of that. The first series, I think we went 2 for 2, or like I had 2 first, you had 2 first.
Yeah, I think the first series you won.
The second series you got crushed.
Second series I got crushed.
Cup,
okay.
I mean, when I say series, I mean like we did 2 cups, or like 4 races and then another 4 races.
That must.
But
have
you
been
were still
then,
like,
I was thinking.
While you didn't get first in the second series, it was each race was still like right there.
Close.
Yeah. And I some of those I felt like I was hitting all my power slides, I was hitting my boosts off the jumps. I felt like I was just flying, but
Yep.
Never pulled away.
It's right on your ass, baby.
So in that regard, I was playing to win as opposed to just playing to have fun. And yeah, definitely more stressful.
And it's stressful when you get behind, especially you thinking that you're like going to blow me out of the water. And then I'm right there. And if I get ahead of you, you're like, oh man, I got to get back. I got to fucking beat this jabroni.
That last lap is so crucial. Like first, second lap don't really matter at all. But the third lap, one mistake or just like, oh, here comes a blue or here comes a red. That's it. That can be all it takes.
Especially when you're racing like first and second, and then you have other people behind you too that can get any sort of item that can fuck you over.
What are you saying? You saying something about kid?
No, not about
kidding.
kid.
I'm kidding. We got someone behind you.
But somebody comes in with like a load of red shells or lightning bolts or something, man. Or if the person in front has a horn and fucking blows it on the blue shell that's about to hit them. It's like, hell yeah.
I didn't know you could do that. You taught me that.
Dude, horn is absolutely the best weapon to get in first place because it'll literally take out anything.
So I did play with Squid as well Friday night.
Nice.
And Squid was definitely better than me. So definitely hope to get some revenge there. I'm hoping that maybe my skills have improved enough already that it'll be a little bit closer.
Sure.
But yeah, Mario Kart, it's on. But I do want to say too, it is so much like when the three of us played, that was so much more fun too. Just like because there's a lot less room for error, and that makes it fun. Like just that neck and neck. Oh, what's gonna happen?
Second you mess up, I'm passing you.
Yeah, right.
Second I mess up,
you're like 2 feet behind, like one error. See you later, sucker.
Bye.
Yeah. I love that too. Like when you just, or if it's even just a mushroom, like a mushroom is enough to boost you by someone. Like, bye.
I have that problem too, where I'm really bad with the rear view mirror, or if I have a weapon that I could possibly like take you out with when I'm ahead or behind. Once I start trying to fire at you with like a green shell or something that takes a little more precision, I like forget about driving, and I end up fucking up anyways. Like I'll take a stupid turn, or I'll run off the course, or just go into a wall, or I don't know. It's tough. It's a great game.
Love it.
I hope I don't get too obsessed with it, actually. Take the fun out of it.
Just don't get, you can't get mad. Just have fun with the competition, right? You're going to get stressed. I think I'm there now where if you're playing to win, you're going to get stressed.
And maybe that's it. Like I said, it's me thinking that I should automatically be good at this game because I was good at older games that were similar to it, but it is very different, you know.
There's so many more tracks in this, like
and the tracks are just way crazier too.
Yeah, as a kid, when there were 16 tracks and you had all day, every day to play them, like memorize those tracks pretty easy. Yeah, but now. And like playing it online too now, like we're just picking random tracks. So I guess even when we get like the same track, you don't even realize, oh, I've played this before and here's the turns that are coming up. But
there's like,
maybe we'll get there.
There's like 12 cups and then 4,
like 2 rows of 6.
2 rows of 6 and then 4 per cup. So that's 48 tracks. And then there's the DLC too, which is double that. So 96 tracks that you can pick from.
Imagine this. You take that initial run of games, initial run of tracks, and then you double it for the DLC.
Double it. And then you can play mirror mode too, and that flips them the opposite way, which is basically a different track.
I don't do mirror mode.
Yeah.
I don't know many people that do, but I certainly don't. I don't know why. I never did it for me.
I don't know if I'll get into mirror mode.
Even on the 64.
I think I did 64. I think I did all of them on mirror. But I'll probably do 200cc.
I'm working the 200, yeah.
Yeah.
Haven't been working the I'm just working on getting the golds. I haven't been working on doing doing first place on each race. Yeah. But yeah, my goal right now is simply to just get the gold trophy.
Okay.
All right. So we didn't talk any Taco Bell this stream,
Nope.
so we're going to do it right now
Okay.
with our last segment of 1-star reviews.
1-star reviews.
So we are going to take a 1-star review from Nadia from California.
Ooh, Nadia, how are you?
This store is piloting kiosk-only ordering with one working kiosk, but it is not the right location to be doing this. I was stuck behind a woman for 10 minutes, no joke, because she had the freedom to scroll through every single menu item and then toggle through customizations. You just can't give people who aren't the sharpest tools in the shed that much freedom. Taking away social norms is not something you can just trust with any audience. Take a page from McDonald's and use kiosk only as a supplement, not a punishment.
Ooh.
I rest my case.
6th podcast, Mike.
Wrap it.
Wrap it up, B.
Put a bow on it. My name's Mike.
My name's Mark.
We are Video Game Weekend.
Good night, sweet prince.
If you made it this far, we wanted to say thank you for tuning in and appreciate any follow or subscribe clicks you're able to offer. Reminder that you can find us live Monday and Friday nights at twitch.tv/videogameweekend, where you can also find links to our Discord and YouTube channels. Take care, everyone. Row, row, row your boat
What is that?
gently down the stream. I'm like singing a lullaby. Merrily, merrily, merrily. Going with the row.